some of the trending stories. Hurricane scores brace against DR Congo to send England into the round of 16. Chelsea signed Italy defender Palestra for £47 million from Atalanta. Itona ordered to hold talks over IBF Tag 2 fight. More of this in the news. I am Banky O. Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane scored a brilliant double to inspire England to a come from behind 2-1 win over DR Congo and set up a World Cup last 16 showdown with co-host Mexico. England were given a huge scare by DR Congo, who scored through Brian Sipanga only 7 minutes into the first World Cup knockout game in their history, but Kane came to the rescue after heading in substitute Anthony Gordon's cross to bring England level with a quarter of an hour remaining. Kane rifled Omer's third and 86-minute winner to complete the comeback. The double takes him above Brazil legend Pele on 13 goals at the World Cups and ensures England will face Mexico at the Azteca Stadium in the last 16 on Monday. Egypt remained optimistic. The hamstring strain Mohamed Salah picked up against Iran will not prevent him from facing Australia in Friday's last 32 tie at the FIFA World Cup. Salah suffered the injury in the group game that secured passage to the knockout stage for the Pharaohs, who are making their fourth appearance at a World Cup. The North Africans reached the knockout phase for the first time after going unbeaten against Belgium, New Zealand, and Iran to finish second in Group G. However, celebration following the 1-1 draw against Iran in Seattle were tempered when Salah was forced off in the 57th minute. Scans confirmed the 34-year-old sustained a hamstring strain, but there is growing optimism within the Egyptian camp that the captain could feature against the Socceroos in Dallas, having returned to training on Tuesday. FIFA says coaches and players were told before the World Cup that referees will punish the type of foul that meant Germany's extra time goal against Paraguay was ruled out. Jonathan Tah thought he had given Germany a 2-1 lead, but following an intervention by the video assistant referee VAR Jalal Jalid, the referee of the game, disallowed the goal because Waldemar Anton was adjudged to have fouled Paraguay goalkeeper Orlando Gil. The last 32 match ended 1-1 and Paraguay then won 4-3 on penalties, with defender Tar firing a spot kick over the bar to give Jose Canale the chance to score the decisive goal. Following the defeat, four-time winners, Germany's first loss in a World Cup penalty shootout, head coach Julian Nagelsmann said, "In my opinion, this foul was not a real foul. It was actually a joke that his goal was disallowed." But Pierluigi Collina, FIFA head of referees, has said officials had been told to punish incidents when players try to block opponents and make no attempt to play the ball, especially when goalkeepers are involved. A 19-year-old woman is among three people to have died from suffocation during the World Cup celebration in Mexico City on Tuesday. A 48-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man also died after a crowd descended on the city following the country's 2-0 victory over Ecuador, the capital's health authority said today. More than 1 million people took to the streets, mainly around the Isle of Independence monument in downtown, to mark the country's first World Cup knockout win since 1986, the city government said. City Mayor Clara Brugada expressed her most sincere condolences to the victims' families and pledged support in the coming days. Health authorities said emergency services treated three unconscious people at different locations around the Paseo de la Reforma before transporting them to hospital. After performing first aid and CPR techniques on the patients, they were transferred to a hospital for specialized medical care, according to the city's health authority. All three were confirmed to have died from suffocation and identified by their families, it said. And now to some transfer stories. Chelsea have completed the signing of Atalanta right back Marco Palestra for a fee of about £47 million, including add-ons. The 21-year-old has signed a 6-year deal with the option of a further year and becomes the first arrival since Xabi Alonso's appointment as manager. Palestra had been the subject of an agreement to rejoin the childhood club Inter Milan, but Chelsea moved quickly to surpass their £43 million offer, and according to sources in Italy, offered a more substantial wage package. A lot of things convinced me to join Chelsea, one of the best clubs in the world, according to Palestra. We have so many talented players here, a very strong squad, and manager Inzaghi. He has spoken to me about how he wants us to play, which is exciting, and we can't wait to compete. In the Premier League, Palestra spent last season on loan at Cagliari and was named Serie A Defender of the Year. Liverpool have completed the £60 million signing of Jeremy Jackie from Rennes. The 20-year-old passed his medical with the champions on deadline day in February. Liverpool have paid a fixed fee of £55 million plus a potential £5 million in performance-related add-ons. Jackie told LiverpoolFC.com, he said, "I feel really good. The first impression are good, and I'm very happy to start here. I'm very happy when I see the facilities. I can see myself there. I feel good here, and I'm excited to get started." Chelsea offered exactly the same deal as Liverpool, but the player decided to move to Anfield, where he has signed a 5-year contract with the option of a further year. Talks are understood to be intensifying over Sandro Tonali's potential move to Tottenham from Newcastle United. There's growing optimism of a conclusion to this deal ahead of this weekend. A colleague in Italy is reporting that the midfielder has never been closer to Spurs. So the fee being discussed is beyond €100 million, which is more than £86 million, and would surpass the club record, at the £5 million Roberto De Zerbi side agreed for Matthias Fernandes on Tuesday. It is understood Tottenham remain in pole position for Tonali, despite interest from Manchester City. From Manchester City. Premier League side Brighton have agreed a club record £46 million deal with Tottenham Hotspur for Croatia defender Luka Vuskovic. Brighton had two bids for Vuskovic turned down last month. However, they have now reached an agreement over a transfer that's also subject to potential additional payment that could take the overall fee to £50 million. The 19-year-old will have a medical when Croatia's World Cup campaign is over. They play Portugal in the last 32 tie in the early hours of Friday. Born in Split, Vuskovic came through the academy at local club Hajduk, becoming the youngest player to feature in Croatia's top flight when he was just 16, and going on to become his club's youngest goal scorer. He agreed to deal with Tottenham in September 2023 and saw him join the club in 2025. Vitor Pereira is poised to leave Nottingham Forest, with the club ready to appoint former Crystal Palace boss Oliver Glasner as his successor. It is understood the deal to appoint the Austrian is virtually done, with just the formalities left to complete. Contact with Glasner left the role as Palace's manager at the end of last season was first initiated earlier this summer. Glasgow led Palace to the Europa Conference League title last season following the FA Cup success in 2025, will become Forest's fifth manager in fewer than 12 months. It is understood Pereira was informed of the decision late on Tuesday evening in a move which blindsided the former Wolves boss. Onto boxing, Brighton Moses Itoga has been ordered by the IBF to hold talks with Cuba's Frank Sanchez about fighting for the vacant heavyweight title. Last week, Alexander Usyk relinquished his IBF, WBA Super, and WBC belts. The IBF said that in accordance with IBF championship rules, it wants Sanchez, who is number one in the heavyweight rankings, to fight number three contender Itoma. It said they have until the 29th of July to reach an agreement. Itoma is 21, is scheduled to fight Croatia's Filip Agovic at London's O2 Arena on the 29th of August in what he has called his toughest fight. He could pull out of the Agovic fight or agree to fight Sanchez after the bout. Itoma claimed an impressive fifth round stoppage time. Itoma claimed an impressive fifth round stoppage over Jermaine Franklin in Manchester in March. And to tennis, Serena Williams hopes of playing alongside older sister Venus in the Wimbledon doubles look in doubt after she injured her knee in her singles comeback. The pair, who are six-time doubles champions at the All English Club and All England Club, are scheduled to reunite on the Grand Slam court for the first time since 2022 on Friday. However, for the 4 years, Serena might not be fit enough to play after her knee swelled up during a defeat by Australia's Maya Joint on Tuesday. The 23-time Grand Slam singles champion did not speak to the media following the match, with Wimbledon organizers saying she was not able to undertake her duties. And finally, the Women's Tennis Association (WTA) is ending its partnership with Saudi Arabia to host the season-ending finals a year early, with the tournament to move to Indian Wells in California. The tournament has been held in Riyadh for the past 2 years after the WTA signed a 3-year agreement with the Saudi Tennis Federation (STF) in April 2024. The deal that included record prize money, but the final year of the agreement has been terminated by mutual consent after the STF accepted the WTA's request to stage this year's final elsewhere. It is understood that the ongoing tension between Iran and the United States has made planning for the finals more challenging and is one reason why the contract has ended 1 year early. The event featuring the top 8 singles players and doubles team of the year will now take place in Indian Wells from the 8th to the 15th of November. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next. England, they had to do it the hard way against DR Congo, and DR Congo, man, frustrated England. England eventually counting on their talismanic superstar, the highest goal scorer in Europe this season, Harry Kane, to produce two stunning goals, especially the second goal. He didn't see the post, he didn't lift his head to check where the post is or where the keeper was at the time. It just shot that a rocket of a shot at the back of the net. Talked about the quality of Harry Kane that was on display in today's game. And yes, a new boy for Barcelona made to assist in today's game, Anthony Gordon. Massive win for England against DR Congo. DR Congo scored as early at the 7th minute, and mismanagement of the ball from Pickford. Pickford put England in trouble as early as the 7th minute when Sepenga scored that goal against Pickford beside his post, a near post goal against Pickford that shouldn't have gotten at the back of the net initially. And yes, England had to sweat because when you talk about physicality, when you talk about pace, when you talk about the energy to go all the way, DR Congo had everything on display today, boys. Down to the quality of England, they have too much in the bank, and the too much that they had in the bank built them out today. Talking about England, they had to bring in. They had to make some substitutions by bringing in Bukayo Saka for Nani Madueke, who is fired today, and Tony Gordon for Marcus Rashford, who lost his identity today. Jet Spence was taken off for Berechi Eze also in the 70th minute, and the impact we saw it immediately. England, they were able to win 2-1 against DR Congo. I was feeling it. The heat, you could tell that Thomas Tuchel was like, my job is on the line. My job is about to go. How can I come back from this? And they were able to do that. Ryan Jude Bellingham also had an impressive game. And Declan Rice played everyone on the pitch, including the right back position, where you have injuries to James. Yes, injuries to James and Kwanzaa. Both of them, could not play a part in today's game. So massive victory for England. I'm trying to see if I can get an interview with Thomas Tuchel. Let him talk about how he felt about that fantastic win for England against DR Congo. DR Congo gave them a run for their money. Not only were they defensively compact, they also posed different threat to the English team today. Yes, 7 shot on target for England, 2 for DR Congo. 6 shot off target for England, 3 for DR Congo. Possession about 48 to 42%. The other percentage was in play between the two teams. 3 corner kicks for DR Congo, 5 to England. Overwhelming quality. Yes, we saw that on display today. 091600595. You have Belgium against Senegal. Now, 3 teams from Africa have left the round of 32, have not been able to progress to the round of 16. Yes, and we have Senegal in action tonight against Belgium. Would they be able to beat Belgium tonight? Will Senegal be able to take one over Belgium in tonight's game? Yes, that game is set for 9 p.m. Belgium versus Senegal is perfectly poised for 9 p.m. Good evening to you. Hello? Yes, Jukes. How are you? Yeah. Good evening. Good evening to you. Thank you, Kedu. How do I don't answer you now, my guy? Go ahead. Now you could say you don't answer me. Calm down. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Thomas Tuchel will write an emotional message to Hurricane today because I'm sure by this night he would have been fired. Before? The media will skin him alive. Then tomorrow he gets booted out. It's not. I think he has everything, within him to get at least to the quarterfinals of this tournament. Yeah. I'm not saying the Congo isn't good, but you can't have those qualities, in your ranks, and then they won't get at least to the quarterfinals. Yes, let's tell you, Banky, I see Barcelona going to borrow to buy Hurricane. But you heard the news about 2 days ago that they're trying to find a way possible to bring Hurricane. Maybe they have to borrow from Spotify, or they have to borrow from Apple, or from the Nigerian government. They want to bring it. And now, Bayern Munich. I beg. We don't get money. And now, for Bayern Munich, they are already tightening the news around Hurricane's neck that he needs to sign a contract extension. Hurricane is also saying he will sign a contract extension. That guy. But if England gets to the semi-finals of this tournament, and France doesn't make it, Kane will win the Ballon d'Or. My friend, now how England will beat Mexico is the problem. Mexico. I know this one, but that Mexico were terrible against Switzerland, so England can beat them. Were they terrible against Ecuador? Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. 091600595, 091600495. Let's see if we can hear from Thomas Tuchel.
Very difficult because they got a very early goal, but I have to say, like after the first water break, 5 big chances. We had, I think, a penalty situation maybe in our favor, and we kept knocking, to crack that rock and to make it happen. Goalkeeper had unbelievable saves, so it got more and more difficult to, of course, but the reaction and the belief is one of a kind, and they were ready to keep doing what was necessary to do, and we found a way to win. Well deserved, by the way, well deserved.
A word on Harry Kane. We spend a lot of time talking about him, Thomas, but does he surpass even your expectations of him at this point?
Oh, that's what we expect from him. It's what we expect from him. I think it's what he expects from himself. Difficult matches, close matches. Harry's here to decide them, and it's top level.
And it was.
Alright, we hear more of that tomorrow on the Urban Sports Show. Let's continue with the course. Good morning, good evening to you. Hello? Hello? Yes, go ahead, my friend. I do alright too. Hey, guy, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. See, football have taught us that we don't win again because we are better on the night pitch. Because I watched that match, I watched that game. Congo, we are better on the pitch. But one thing left the other, England had to be.
No, Congo are not better, sir. I don't know what you watched though. No, Mpasi made 5 classic saves. Lana Mpasi, their keeper, made 5 glorious saves. No, now my guy, they outplayed. Sorry, they did.
I'm not surprising that they left because they were better
and they left.
Luck. They had luck on them.
It was luck.
I wish Morocco the best, and tonight Senegal, I think if they can make it, that would be fine. At least we have 2 African teams. Looking for the round of
16, round of 16. Abi, is it 32 too? Is it 32, 16? You'll be fine. Whatever you went through today, you'll be fine. Thank you.
I'm kind of angry about Congo.
Thank you very much. But they beat South Africa too. Thank you, my friend. I love you. I love you. Thank you very much. If we say that Congo had played England, I will not understand what you watch. Good evening to you. Hey, you know you cannot turn down the audio. Turn on your audio like that, you know. Alright, go ahead now. Open up, go ahead. Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
So I just got a breaking news that talking about
Tonali?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Jesus. What is Tottenham building? Matheus Fernandes and Tonali. Hey.
Yeah, and the other guy, Van Eka.
Yes.
I want to believe that next year will be a very good one.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see about that. Your neighbors. Your neighbors. Your neighbors. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. 09160059545. 09160049545. A little too late now to be called. We'll return tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on 94.5 Urban Radio Enugu. Tonight, we have Senegal in action against Belgium. Then by midnight, 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, United States will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina, the United States. Thank you very much. I am Banky O. Good evening to you.
bring